Chronic fatigue, shortness of breath, excessive hair fall, and restless leg syndrome are some of the highly troubling symptoms of low iron levels in the body. Iron deficiency hampers our body's growth as well as reduces our cognitive abilities. Low iron levels can reduce the growth rates in babies and children. Chronic iron deficiency is termed as anemia. It can lead to heart disease and complications in pregnancy as well as delay your recovery after delivery. Iron deficiency or low iron levels is one of the most prevalent nutritional deficiency with more than 30% of the world's population, that is nearly 3 billion of the people under its umbrella. Vegetarians, women, children and elderly suffer the most due to either reduced intake or due to poor metabolism. If you are concerned with low iron levels, then this video is for you. Hi, this is Nidhi Bansal here from Medhya Herbals. We help women to gain health with all natural and holistic principles of Ayurveda, and in this video I will share with you highly effective Ayurvedic natural ways to raise your iron levels. If you are a vegetarian like me, then there is a lot that you will gain from this video. So let's get started. Iron is an essential mineral that plays vital role in many body functions such as production of hemoglobin, transportation of oxygen and regulation of cell growth. That's why whenever iron levels are insufficient, then all these vital body functions are impaired, as a result of which you struggle with a lot of health symptoms. Iron deficiency can cause anemia, which means you have too little hemoglobin or healthy blood tissues. This will lead to all kinds of health problems in your skin, hair, energy levels, and even brain function. Now, iron deficiency can occur in 3 stages. The first stage is the mild stage, in which you are mostly asymptomatic and the most you will see a usual fatigue and lower energy levels. The next stage is moderate iron deficiency, in which the iron levels are going quite low. At this stage, you may experience lightheadedness. It may also affect the quality of your skin. For example, you may have excessive dryness, or you may start experiencing hair fall, and even may have reduced attention span or lack of focus, and you may experience cold intolerance, anxiety and irritability in general. The third stage is the severe stage or anemia, at which there is significantly lowered energy levels, or you may have other health disorders such as fibromyalgia. There will be paleness, shortness of breath, significant effect on the quality of your skin, hair, overall mental and physical health, and it can also lead to irregular heartbeat and palpitations. If untreated, chronic iron deficiency can significantly affect your health and your ability to function. However, with treatment, majority of the people recover very fast too. As it is one of the vital nutrients, it can be replaced fast by employing right measures that will help you to recover from your health symptoms and also achieve health going forward. Iron deficiency can suck the energy out of your system and also create a lot of fatigue and restlessness. Some of the leading causes of low iron levels in women are: number 1, low dietary intake. Now, the foods we eat contain 2 types of iron, non-heme iron and heme iron. Heme iron is better absorbed in the body and it is usually received from animal products. On the other hand, non-heme iron is received from plant-based products and it is a bit difficult to absorb by our body. However, this is not really the reason for vegetarians to lack iron levels. Even though non-heme iron is not as efficiently absorbed in the body, yet there is plenty of availability in large variety of foods which you can eat to support your iron levels. Lower absorption just means that you may have to increase your intake of iron-rich foods, but at the same time you should avoid losing iron, which is another reason why vegetarians are not able to upkeep their iron levels in general. We will shortly take a look into it. Now, coming back to the causes of low iron levels in women. The second reason is excessive loss of blood, and in this way you are essentially losing the iron and the hemoglobin from your body. And whenever there is excessive bleeding, it is not just depleting you of the low iron level, but it is also affecting your health. So the first step to increase your iron levels is to stop excessive bleeding and to take measures of whatever is leading to the loss of blood in an abnormal way. For women specifically, there can be heavy menstrual bleeding, which often leads to low iron levels. It is also connected to other hormone imbalance disorders, which are again triggered by lower levels of iron in your body. Some of the other factors that can lead to loss of blood are internal bleeding that can happen due to hemorrhage or any kind of organ dysfunction, nosebleeds, or regular intake of blood thinning medication such as aspirin. The third reason for low iron levels could be increased requirement due to natural phases of your life. The adolescent growth spurt, pregnancy, and breastfeeding are situations when your body needs higher levels of iron to support a new life or to provide your body with the essential blood tissues that should be forming your organs at a rapid rate, for example in adolescence. At the same time, toddlers and babies also require higher levels of iron as compared to older children. Low iron levels are particularly common in second and third trimesters of pregnancy. That's why pregnant women are usually prescribed iron supplements or folate supplements to support the fast growth of the baby during this time and to prevent any kind of nutritional deficiencies. The fourth reason that can lead to low iron levels is excessive exercise. When you are conducting exercises and training regular basis without complementing it with a healthy diet, then you are depriving your body of the essential materials that it needs to generate good quality body tissues. Exercise stimulates production of red blood cells. However, in absence of iron, this will not happen and you may struggle with low iron symptoms. At the same time, exercise promotes sweating, during which vital electrolytes such as calcium and iron are lost. That's why it is important to maintain a balance of your exercise levels throughout the week so that you are not struggling on your health. The fifth reason that can cause low iron levels is due to inability of your body to absorb dietary iron. Now, iron absorption in the body happens in two parts. The first part is happening inside the stomach, in which the iron ions are getting detached due to the help of hydrochloric acid that is present in stomach. So that's why whenever you have low HCl levels, for example in elderly, then you may struggle with lower absorption of iron levels. The second phase in which iron absorption happens is inside your digestive tract. When you are experiencing any digestive disorder that affect the functioning of your digestive tract, that also lowers the absorption of dietary iron, leading to low iron levels in your body. Now, the next reason for low iron levels in your body could be excessive consumption of caffeine. Caffeine contains polyphenols which interfere with the absorption of iron, specifically non-heme iron that you are getting from plant-based foods. That's why it is important that you are reducing your caffeine intake or removing it altogether from your diet if you are struggling with chronic low levels of iron. Another reason for low iron levels in your body is deficiency of vitamin B12 and folate. Both of these vitamins are essential for the absorption of iron in your body as well as for uptake of iron in the red blood cells. That's why whenever you have deficiency of B vitamins, specifically B12 and folate, then you may be prone to development of low iron levels. Into some of the symptoms of low iron levels in your body that will help you to identify iron deficiency at an early stage and hence take proper measures to increase your iron levels in a natural way. Lowered levels of energy, fatigue, inability to focus, stress and anxiety are some of the prominent symptoms of low iron levels in your body. This is because iron is the essential part of your blood cells which carry oxygen throughout your body. Whenever you have low iron levels, then the blood circulation is affected and hence the flow of oxygen. Whenever there is lower oxygen level, then the cells have less energy as well. This fatigue runs throughout the body from the top of the head to your toe. That's why you often feel that you are always tired or have no motivation to carry out even the essential tasks whenever you are lacking sufficient levels of iron. At the same time, this poor circulation is reflected in cold hands and cold feet because blood is also the carrier of heat, energy and vital nutrients to all the parts of the body. When the blood circulation is reduced, the body temperature is not maintained well. As a result, there is coldness in the extremities, specifically in your feet, which are farthest apart from your heart. Poor circulation also leads to breathlessness. That's why you always feel in need of catching air and losing your breath whenever you are carrying out heavy tasks or involved in any kind of physical activity. Chest pain, palpitations, stress, anxiety are other symptoms that you also struggle with due to low iron levels. This is because low irons affect your parasympathetic nervous system functioning, as a result of which you feel more anxious, Iron also forms an essential part of your happy neurotransmitters, and when that goes down, then you struggle with a lot of mental wellness issues, irritability, anxiety, nervousness, fidgetiness, and inability to focus. PICA, craving for clay, dirt, and ice, and restless leg syndrome are other symptoms of low iron. As we just saw, low iron levels affect your mental wellness. They also affect the nutritional balance inside the whole body. That's why you often crave for unnatural foods that may be able to provide with those nutrients that you need at the moment to keep your body functioning. Now, one of the most troubling symptoms that women struggle with as a result of low iron levels is heavy periods. Iron deficiency is both the cause and symptom of heavy periods. This is because iron is also an essential ingredient of your vital hormones, such as your thyroid hormone. It is required for the production and for the functioning of thyroid hormones. Chronically low iron levels can lead to hypothyroidism in women, and hypothyroidism also leads to lower iron levels. That's why women struggle with heavy menstrual bleeding as a result of hormonal imbalances and nutritional deficiencies. Most of the time, all of these symptoms are overlapping with each other, and it is really difficult to make out what is causing what. That is also the reason that you need to address your health issues in a holistic manner rather than trying to address single symptoms. It is very important that you are trying to address both the cause of low iron levels and of hormonal imbalances such as poor thyroid function. Iron is an important constituent of your blood tissues, of your skin, hair, and of your bones. Whenever you have low iron levels, then all of these body tissues start to suffer. You start to experience extremely dry skin, brittle and thin hair, brittle nails and bones as well, and it also increases your risk of fracture as a result of poor bone density. Due to poor circulation, both glucose and oxygen are not reaching a lot of your body parts, and your head and your brain is one of them. As a result of low iron levels, you also experience frequent low blood sugar levels or hypoglycemia episodes. You may also have problems with low blood pressure, frequent headaches, migraines, and dizziness episodes. Now let's look into Ayurvedic natural ways to boost iron levels in your body and to find relief from iron deficiency symptoms. The most important thing that you need to know while boosting your iron levels is to work on both increasing your iron uptake as well as improving the availability of dietary iron from the foods that you are taking in. That means you should be able to absorb the iron from the diet that you are taking in. When you do that, then it really helps to improve your iron levels holistically. Another thing that you should make sure is to address loss of blood or loss of iron from your body in whatever form, whether you are losing it through your bowel, through excessive sweating, or through internal bleeding. All of these need to be addressed to stop the loss of blood and that of iron. A healthy diet constituting iron-rich foods and food and dietary lifestyle practices that help you to increase uptake of dietary iron, the best ways to boost your iron levels. Iron-rich foods not just help you to provide with the required nutrition, but they also act as medicine to help you counter the health symptoms of iron deficiency in your body. This is because a lot of nutritional deficiency and hormonal imbalances are related to each other. And when we just focus on one nutrient through intake of, let's say, dietary supplements, then it just provides us with that specific nutrient, and we are yet devoid of other carriers and necessary nutrients that will help us to counter those interrelated health symptoms that we are struggling with. So let's look into the iron-rich foods that you should include in your diet to make sure that your iron levels are umpty. The first are beets. They're the best sources of vitamin A, folic acid, vitamin C, and iron. Include beets in your diet by stir frying, by juicing them, or by cooking them along with your meals. Second thing that you should take for iron levels are the dark green leafy vegetables. Make sure to cook them well, either with beans, lentils, grains, or you should add them to your soup, stews, and porridges. This way they will be much better absorbed, and you will also counter the effect of anti-nutrients that can hamper the absorption of iron from these foods. The third food ingredient are nuts and dry fruits. They contain essential minerals that all work together and also help in the absorption and functioning of each other. Moderate intake of nuts and dry fruits can also help you to provide with essential fatty acids and vitamins that will help to keep you in good shape of health. In addition, whole grains, legumes, beans and lentils are also iron-rich foods that you should include in your diet to improve your nutrition levels. Some herbs such as thyme, oregano, basil, rosemary, dill and parsley are also rich in iron, so do make sure to include these herbs in your diet as well. Now let's look into the diet and lifestyle measures that you can employ to make sure that you are absorbing the dietary iron as well as you are getting rid of the health symptoms of iron deficiency. So the first thing is to avoid wrong food combinations. Caffeine can interfere the absorption of iron in your body, so you should always try to avoid taking caffeine and iron rich foods together. In addition, foods rich in polyphenols and fiber and oxalic acid also can interfere with iron absorption, so do try to make sure that you are taking these foods in different meals or taking them at different time intervals so as to better absorb the iron from the foods that you are taking in. Second, kind of obvious, is not to donate blood when you are struggling with low iron levels or you have anemia. This is because additional loss of blood can impact your iron levels. Third thing will be to improve your stomach acid levels and to avoid taking antacids. As we saw, when you have low stomach acid, then you are not able to break the iron in the form that can be absorbed by your body. As a result, the dietary iron goes wasted, and antacids can actually suppress the healthy levels of hydrochloric acid in your stomach. When you are taking antacids on chronic basis to suppress those problems of acidity and digestive disorders, the levels of acid in your stomach go down. And in a large number of cases, people struggle with digestive disorders, indigestion and acid reflux as a result of low stomach acid, not due to high stomach acid. That's why avoid taking the antacids and improve your diet and lifestyle instead to get rid of the digestive disorder and also to improve the absorption of iron in your body. The fourth lifestyle measure that you can do is to take iron-rich foods along with vitamin C-rich foods. Vitamin C can actually increase the absorption and bioavailability of iron in your digestive tract. Both are soluble in water. As a result, they work together as a team to make your body function well. Next thing that you can do to increase your iron uptake is to cook in cast ironware. In India, this used to be an essential practice where most of the foods were cooked in ironware. As a result, the food that is cooked in those utensils will also get essential supply of the minerals that those utensils are made up of, and iron is one of them. Do make sure to avoid cooking sour foods in the cast ironware because it can become toxic and it may result in digestive disorders. Last, and one of the important points, is to increase your protein uptake as well. And this is not from the protein powders or synthetic sources of protein, because that will be even worse for your digestive fire as well as for your iron levels in the body. Instead, increase your uptake of protein-rich foods such as beans, whole grains and lentils. All of these foods will improve the bioavailability of iron in your body. This is because hemoglobin is a protein, and for blood cells to function well and to absorb that iron from your food, hemoglobin is essential. So do make sure to have sufficient amount of proteins in your diet when you are working on your iron level. So that was all. I hope you found it useful. Do leave your comments, queries and suggestions, and I will get back to you. Do subscribe to Medhya. That way you will stay updated with the latest Ayurvedic tip to stay in the best shape of your health. Do share this video with all who will find it useful. I will see you soon in the next video. Until then, bye.